So we're going to start off by coming onto our backs. So we're going to have the feet together with the knees out wide. And just bring the hands to gently rest on the belly. You can bring the knees up this way if that's better. Just going to let someone else in. Oh, more people are coming. Let's let them in. Okay, yeah, so we've got a couple of others joining us. That's fine. Okay, so let's just come onto our backs. And we're going to come into the breath. So just breathe in and out and make the first few exhales even, just sighs out of the mouth. You'll find the exhales will just help you just come into the mat and come into the practice. And then just continue to follow your breath in and out, nice and mindfully. Just drawing your attention to the ribs and the belly. And as you breathe in, just notice that belly rise and the ribs expand, pressing into the hand all the way to the top. Hold it here. And let's breathe all the way out. Just bring your awareness into how the body's feeling in this moment. Be mindful of any aches and pain. Just notice the feet on the mat. Moving your awareness to the knees and the hips. Just seeing how that feels. And maybe taking a little rock from side to side on that pelvis area. And just notice how the hips feel. This is quite a nice hip opener. Does it feel good? Does it feel a little bit painful? Is it a nice stretch? We're going to slowly move our awareness to the chest and the shoulders. So you can take the hands there if that's available for you. As you breathe in, just inhale, fill up the lungs and just bring that heart towards the ceiling. As you exhale, gently draw it down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Just slowly moving your awareness to the head now. And just notice the back of the head just slowly, gently resting against the mat. How does it feel? Is it heavy? Does it feel nice? Do you feel rested? I'm going to breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you're ready on the next inhale, we're going to draw the knees in. So take your time. It might be a little bit hard on the hips. And just bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a nice hug and a gentle rock from side to side. So just take care of the lower back here. And we're going to come to stillness. And we're going to inhale as we lift the forehead to the knees. Take the arms out and just hold it here. And exhale to release. Let's take 2 more in your own breath. Slowly come back to the mat. I'm going to bring the feet to the mat. Just check that you can brush the heels with the fingertips. So that's roughly the distance. So we're going to come into our bridge pose. So as you inhale, lift the hips off the mat. I'm going to stay here for a few breaths. If you want to take it deeper, you can draw the shoulders in towards each other and just take hold of the hands underneath the glutes. And try to engage those inner thigh muscles, the adductor muscles, so we're not splaying the legs out wide, so we're nice and strong. Just keep the chin tucked in. Just follow your breath for a few moments. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly just release the hands if you've taken them together. And on the exhale, slowly come back to the mat. I'm going to draw the knees in. And just take the hands over the kneecaps. I'm going to take our big butterfly circles. And just do these as big or as small as you want. Again, these are quite good poses and practice for working from home, spending a lot of time sitting down. So just exploring the body and opening up. And we're going to take a few circles in the opposite direction. Slowly come back to center and just release the feet to the mat. Now we're going to do a few abs exercises. If you've got a block handy, then please feel free to use it. You can incorporate it into your practice. And we're going to bring the legs up. So just press the feet towards the ceiling. So we're flexing the feet towards the face. We're going to point and flex. And take a few rotations. So nice mindful movements. You can bring the wrists and the arms to mirror those movements. So opening up the hamstrings and just gently start opening the legs out wide. Working into those inner thigh muscles. You can take a little rock from side to side. This should feel like quite a nice stretch. Breathe into. And slowly bring the legs back together. And just hug the knees in for a brief moment. With a nice little squeeze of the legs. And we're going to shoot those legs back up. Now, if you want to bring the block into it, we're going to take a few leg raises. You can bring the block between the legs. It's quite a good prop to encourage engagement. And you can just bring it up and down. Alternatively, you can mix it up and you can hold it between the hands or the arms. And we're just going to take a few leg raises. So take your version. Breathe with it. Feel free to take it out to the left and out to the right. So just working into the obliques as well. And just take 3 more in your own time. Slowly bring the knees back into the chest. Just give yourself a nice little squeeze and a hug. Right, now for the next exercise, you can do it with the block as well. If you're going to do it with the block, I'm going to bring the feet to the mat. I'm going to bring the block onto the thighs, just towards the knees, and we're going to bring the elbows there as well. So you want to be lifting the chest. And we're going to take the left leg out and hold, bring it in, and the right leg out and hold, bring it in. If you haven't got a block, you can still do it, just without the block. Just as effective. You're working into the abs. You can give them a tap, just checking they're engaged. Let's keep going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And just hug it in for a few moments. Nice little rock from side to side. And we're going to do one more. So just take a couple of nice deep breaths. And I want you to tilt the pelvis towards the belly. So just feel that lumbar spine pressing into the mat. And on your inhale, you're going to lift the feet off, you can lift the chest off, and just take your version. You can incorporate something like this, or you take it out from side to side, working into the abs. You can use the block, entirely up to you. But just keep that lumbar spine pressing in. Check in on yourself. Let's keep going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just hug it in. Just slowly bring the feet to the mat. Just bring the arms out wide. And inhale, lift the hips up, and exhale, just take them over to the left. And really feel that breath all the way in. Feel that breath going into the ribs, the back ribs. And let's slowly come up on the next inhale. We're going to bring the arms to the side. We're going to inhale as we lift up into bridge pose. And you can take the left leg up as well. If you want to go a little further, try to keep that lift though. And slowly come down in your own time. Nice and slow. Bring the arms out again. We're going to inhale as we lift the hips. Exhale as we twist it over to the right this time. Just be careful, it might be a bit different on this side. So we're breathing into that left side body. Draw that left shoulder towards the mat. This is quite a nice pose to be adjusted in if you're in a physical practice, and some of you will know I sometimes come over and sort of press you deeper into it, placing a hand on the outside of the thigh and just pushing gently into that left shoulder. I'm going to slowly come up on the inhale and just bring the arms to the side. And we're going to inhale as we lift up into bridge pose. Option to lift the other leg this time. So try to keep the lift and exhale to release. And just slowly draw the knees into the chest. And we have a nice big stretch. Hold it out, point the fingers away, push the toes away. And when you're ready, just roll over onto your belly. Let's bring the hands just underneath the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And we're going to inhale as we come up for our upward facing dog. So we're just stretching into the abs here. So just take your time. Remember, you can always come onto the forearms if this is too deep a stretch. When you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes under and bring ourselves up into our tabletop position. So just make your adjustments to get there in a safe way. I'm going to start off with a few cat-cow breaths. So when you inhale, just take the pelvis away from the belly, draw that belly towards the mat, take the shoulders in towards each other, gaze comes up. Exhale, let's reverse that motion. So take it nice and fluid. Easy does it. Feel free to take a few sideways movements. And just be mindful of anything that's going on with your body today. Just take a couple more. When you're ready, come back to your neutral spine, and I want you to sit back onto the heels. You can untuck the toes at any point. You're going to inhale as we lift up and take the gaze up. Take hold of the right wrist and just take a nice little stretch over to the left. And let's inhale it back to center. Shoot the fingers up, take the gaze up, nice big stretch. Take hold of the left wrist, stretch it over to the right. Come back and just release the arms and take a few shoulder rolls in both directions. We're going to come into our plank pose, but before you do, just take the hands out, open and close a few times, rotate the ankles and the wrists. Just working into the wrists and slowly coming into your plank pose. Remember, hands spread out. So you're kind of gripping the mat as well. And just bring the knees off, and we're going to take the heels, draw them away. You can stay here, you can drop onto the knees, or you can take that left arm out, shoot the fingers away from the body. And let's bring the left hand behind the waist, palm facing up, and just hold it here. Let's bring it out to the side. Let's bring it out to the front. And release. Just take a moment, you can drop the knees at any point. Let's come straight to the right. Take that right arm out. Let's bring it behind, palm facing up. Bring it to the side. And let's bring it to the front one more time. And release. Just come back to your conventional plank pose. Take a nice inhale. I'm going to exhale as we lower down through chaturanga. So elbows in. Don't plonk too much weight from the front of the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. So just pedal the feet, bend the knees. Breathe into that back body as well. So we're trying to keep strength all around, so not losing it. And try to keep space between the shoulder blades. We're not hunching too much. We're going to inhale as we lift the heels. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. One more time. We're going to take 3 lion's breaths here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands. We're going to slowly walk feet to hands. And just come into your forward fold. So release the hands, shake it out, and do any little movements that you need. Shake the head, nod the head. Just notice how the hamstrings are feeling. Find your point of stillness and take the hands wherever they reach, whether it's the mat, the toes, the shins, the thighs. And as you inhale, we're going to lift up and straighten the arms. Exhale to release. Just follow a few with your own breath. Forward folds are really good for stress and anxiety. And just working with gravity is really nice for the back. Just surrendering into the pose. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. And on the next inhale, we're going to come all the way up. So just take your time. And we're going to shoot the fingers all the way up to the sky. Come onto the tiptoes if that's available. Nice big stretch. And release. And just take a few shoulder rolls in both directions. I'm going to come into mountain pose. So just come into your version. I'm going to lift the toes up, spread them out as you bring them back to the mat. So really rooting through all four corners of the feet. Take the shoulders away from the ears. I'm just going to bring the arms to the side. I'm going to close down the eyes for a few moments. See if you can visualize that piece of string pulling you up from the crown of the head, nice and tall. You can open the eyes now, or you could choose to keep them closed for a while. We're going to inhale as we take the gaze up. Float the arms. Exhale as you fold forward from the hips. Please bend the knees here if you need to. We're going to inhale as you lift up halfway. When you come into your halfway lift, your Ardha Uttanasana, just check your alignment here. Make sure that the spine is nice and neutral. As you exhale, we're going to press the hands into the mat, so bend the knees here if you need to, and come out into your plank pose. We're going to stay in plank just for a few more breaths. And we're going to take that right leg out and bring it in. The left leg out and bring it in. Just follow through a few of these. Try to keep the hips in line here, so nice and strong. Take one more each side. And back to center. We're going to inhale. As you exhale, lower down through Chaturanga. We're going to inhale, up dog. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And we're going to exhale as you come into downward facing dog. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands, step or walk feet to hands. We're going to inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale, come back into Tadasana. Take a couple of breaths. Just a warning for the next sun salutation, we're going to come into side planks and mix it up a little bit. And remember to support yourself in side planks. If you need to bring the top leg out, that's absolutely fine. We're going to inhale to rise. Take the gaze up nice and tall. Exhale, let's fold it forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, let's come into plank. So remember your options are you can always stay in plank or drop the knees. But we're going to inhale as we lift that left hand off the mat, coming into our side plank, facing the left. Try to keep that lift in the hips. And we're going to inhale as we bring knee to elbow and open. Knee to elbow. I'm dropping out of it myself. And open. Knee to elbow and open. Just hold it here. And we're going to bring the knee to elbow again. And this time we're going to take hold of the left big toe and see if you can stretch it out. And we're going to bring it in front between the hands, as it were. And we're going to come into our low lunge. So please don't worry if you wobble or fall out of these poses. You saw me just wobbling a bit there. It's just absolutely normal. Hold it here. And we're going to exhale. We take the hands onto the waist. We're just going to shoot that right leg in a bit. We're going to take the hands behind, clasp the hands, shoot them towards the mat, draw the shoulders in, and straighten that front leg. We're going to open the heart here. And as you exhale, we're going to hinge forward from the hips on the inside of that left leg. Just coming into humble warrior. And we're going to inhale as we come up. Take your time. We're going to bring the hands to the waist and just bend into that front knee. Coming into a low lunge again. And lift the arms up. And as you exhale, we're going to frame that front foot. And we're going to shoot the left leg back into our three-legged plank. You can drop it at any point or you can follow through a three-legged chaturanga. So open the heart. Downward facing dog. So let's all meet in downward facing dog. And let's take 3 lined breaths here. So just feel the back of the hamstrings. If there's any pain here, please bend the knees. You can take the heels a little bit further away from the mat. So remember, it's your practice. You're listening to your body. Let's take another inhale all the way in. And exhale as you gaze between the hands. And we're going to step or walk feet to hands. We're going to inhale as we lift up halfway. And let's exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale, let's come back into Tadasana. We'll just take a few shoulder rolls here. Both directions. So remember, we're going to do the same sequence on the other side. So just see how you get on. It might be different on one side as well. And also just be mindful that you're going to feel different on different days. I have exactly the same thing with my practice. So some days when I feel more strength, some days when I feel less strength, and that's absolutely fine. Let's take a nice inhale. Exhale. And inhale to rise. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step back into our plank pose. So this time, we're going to shoot that right hand off the mat, coming into side plank. Press that left hand into the mat, and we're going to bring knee to elbow and open. Knee to elbow and open. One more time, knee to elbow. Let's take hold of that right big toe, open it out, and bring that right foot down onto the mat. And we're going to come up into our low lunge. You can always drop the back knee here, so do what needs to be done. Just bring the hands behind towards the waist, and we're going to shoot that left leg in slightly, straighten that front leg, and take the hands behind you. This time you can take on opposite elbows. You can come into a reverse prayer, like so, if it's available. So just do what you need to do. You're going to inhale as we open the chest. And just open the heart towards the sky. And as you exhale, let's fold forward into humble warrior. So we're coming on the inside of that left leg. I'm going to slowly come up on the inhale. And just gently bend into that front knee and come into just a little low lunge for a few seconds. Breathe with it. As you exhale, let's frame that right foot. I'm going to shoot that right leg back into plank. So you can come into your three-legged plank, right leg lifted, and you can lower down into a three-legged chaturanga. We're all going to be in downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, let's gaze between the hands. And we're going to step or walk feet to hands. We're going to inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, through Hastasana. Exhale, bring the arms back down. So just take a few moments here. We're going to do another round of sun salutations. So just bear with me on this. It's going to be a little bit different again. We're going to incorporate chair pose, and we're going to come into a warrior three during this pose as well, during this flow. So take your feet wherever you need them for your chair pose. Just set yourself up. We're going to inhale as we dip and sweep. Press the feet into the mat. Try to keep the knees in line if that's available to you. And remember, we're really strong through that midline. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale to fold. Take the hands towards the mat. We're going to inhale as we lift up halfway. Exhale as we step back into plank pose. Press the hands into the mat. Draw the heels away. Exhale, let's lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, let's open the chest. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale that right leg in the air. Exhale, bring the right foot between the hands and just come into your low lunge for a moment. And we're going to exhale as we frame that front foot, and we're going to come up into our standing splits. And we're going to slowly just pop that left foot down on the mat a little bit closer than before. And we're going to bring the hands to heart center. And slowly bring that left leg off the mat and start coming forward into your warrior three. You can bring the hands wherever it's comfortable for you, behind, in front, to the side. Just hold it here. And we're going to bring the left knee behind the right knee. So we're just going to bend the knees. And we're going to open out into warrior three. Let's bend the knee to knee again one last time. We're going to come back out into warrior three on this side for the last time. And let's slowly bend that right knee. Bring the hands down onto the mat. Drop that left foot and shoot back into your three-legged plank. And let's lower down through chaturanga. Remember, you can drop the knees. You can take any little variations you want. And let's all meet in downward facing dog. Let's take 2 lines breaths here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands. We're going to step or walk feet to hands. Inhales, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. You're going to inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale, just bring the arms back down. Let's take a few breaths here. Take any other little movements that you need. We're almost there. Just going to work the other side. Just set yourself up for chair pose one more time. We're going to inhale as we dip and sweep. And just drawing the ribs in, nice and strong. Take it a little deeper. Take one more inhale. Exhale to fold. We're going to inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale, we step back into plank pose. Nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, we open the heart. Exhale. Downward facing dog. This time we're going to bring that left leg in the air. And we're going to bring that left foot between the hands for our low lunge. A nice deep inhale. Exhale, frame that front foot. I'm going to shoot that right leg in the air, for our standing splits. You can mix it up a little bit here. If you want to release the hands to that left leg, it's up to you. We're going to exhale as we drop that right foot down just a little bit closer than before. I'm going to come into our low lunge just for a moment. Let's bring the hands to heart center as we hop that right foot off for our warrior three on the other side. So press that left foot into the mat. Lift that right foot off. And let's take it, bending the knee to the knee. And open. One more time. We're going to bring the hands to the mat and slowly release that right foot to the mat. Shoot that left leg out for our three-legged plank. And you can do your three-legged chaturanga. And we're all going to be in downward facing dog. So let's take 3 more line breaths here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, take the gaze between the hands, step or walk feet to hands. We're going to inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale to release. Just take a few moments here. Just want to check how we're doing for time. That's good. We've got about 4 minutes to go, so we're not doing too bad. So we're going to bring the feet mat distance apart. Let's bring the hands to heart center and slowly start coming down into your yogi squat. Just stay here for a few moments. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you're ready, just release the bum to the mat. So bring the legs out. Bring the hands either side. Fingers pointing towards the toes. And just come into your Dandasana pose for a few breaths. Lift up through the upper body. Okay, one more inhale. And release on the exhale. Let's take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, just hinge forward from the hips. We're coming into one more final forward fold. Keep a neutral spine just for a moment. And exhale to release. And just let it go. Support yourself here. So use the hands. Not putting too much pressure on the back. And when you're ready, after a couple more breaths, just slowly bring yourself down into your final Shavasana. Just close the eyes. I'm just going to start deepening the breath. And slowly start to wriggle the fingers and the toes. Rotate the ankles and the wrists. When you're ready, just slowly bring the leg together. Bring each knee into the chest. Just give yourself a nice little hug. Take a little bit of a stretch if you want. And in your own time, just roll over onto the side. I'm going to come up into our comfortable cross-legged position. Just keep the eyes closed and the face soft. We're going to end with our 3 clearing breaths. And slowly bring the thumbs up to the third eye. And again, just thank you for joining me on the mat today. I hope everyone is doing well. I know it's been a very challenging time. Just remember to always be strong, be brave, be positive. Those were the words that my mother said when we had a very challenging time a few years back. And it really helped us to get through things. And we are here today. And we all are here today. The inner light in me will always honor the inner light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for today's practice. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Shab.
Thanks very much, everyone. See you soon. Take care.
Thanks, Shabnam. Bye.
Bye.